How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel and the video of the ideafly 2-axis brushless gimbal. It is 2-axis, meaning that it has the roll and it has the pitch, and it does not have the yaw, so therefore it's 2-axis. And they supply you with brushless motors on it. To power the gimbal, they attached a JST plug. I believe this is a JST male plug, so we'll take a look at that. And also what you find underneath of the gimbal in its board are those little pins there, and two of those pins, one is for the roll and one is for the pitch. And also what you have in the front is the USB connecting port, so you can connect it to your PC and do your gimbal calibration using this DVD that comes with it. It will show you how to calibrate the gimbal. It has a video of how to calibrate the gimbal. And if you go on to the ideafly website, you can download the zip file to calibrate your gimbal, and it is a utility download, and you can open that zip file and follow the DVD instructions, and you can hook up your gimbal to your PC to calibrate. It already comes factory calibrated, but just in case if it's kind of off, you can use that utility to calibrate your gimbal. Now it also comes with a bag of extra anti-jello rubbers, and that is it. That's what you have in the box itself. So this gimbal is actually made for the GoPro and the GoPro 3 and 4 and the SJ4, 6 and 7000 camera, but I do not have one of those cameras, so I will be mounting my Xiaomi E camera to this gimbal and to see whether or not it works with it. So let's take a look. Okay, so as you can see, I got the clamp for the camera off, and I'm trying to clamp down the Xiaomi E cam, but it is not the same size. The Xiaomi E cam is slightly taller than the GoPro, so this I am unable to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rubber band mount this right onto the gimbal. So here I have a couple of rubber bands. I'm going to wrap them around the camera and the gimbal and make a little twist and make a little figure 8 and clamp it down just like that. That is enough to hold the camera in place. Okay, we're going to see if this gimbal works with a 7.4 volt battery, which I have right here. It is a 7.4 volt, but the connectors are the same. They are both male, so I am unable to connect them. So what I did was, I have one of these already made from a previous connection. I have 3 JST ports. 2 of them are female and 1 of them are male. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect one of the female ends to the gimbal's male end. There you go. And I'm going to connect the other end to the battery. So let's see if the 7.4 volt works on this gimbal. Yes, it does. As you can see, the gimbal is level and it is working. Check it out. So now we know that the gimbal is working. All we got to do is mount it right onto a quadcopter. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I have my CX20 here, and what I've done on the bottom is that same connection wire that I prepared earlier and tested the gimbal out with. I got it plugged in to the 12 volt outlet on the bottom of the quadcopter. So we're going to go ahead and place the gimbal right underneath of here and power the gimbal with one of these female JST connectors. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the gimbal onto the CX20's belly, not by screws and such, but with a couple of Velcro straps connected together. One Velcro strap here connected to the second one to make it longer so I can wrap around the CX20's body. So let's go ahead and give that a go. What I'm going to do is push one end right through the gimbal's hollow area right here, and this will be the front of the gimbal. So and that's the front of the quadcopter. So I'm going to just hang it right underneath and just Velcro it right on it. There you go. Now I'll come down here on the bottom and I'm just going to move it around to position it right down in the middle here. There you go. And then once I got to where I like it, let's go ahead and tighten up that Velcro. There you go. And that should be pretty much where I want it. Looks pretty good so far. Move it around so you can get it right down in the center. There you go. All done. Simple as that. Okay, let's go ahead and power up the quadcopter. Okay, and let's power up the gimbal. Make sure the wires are correct. All right, there you go. The gimbal is powered on and is ready to go. It looks slightly tilting to the right, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the calibration utility that I've downloaded from the ideafly website in a zip file, and unzip that file and follow the instructions of how to calibrate using this DVD, a video in the DVD. So let's go ahead and do that. If the gimbal has a deviation, first plug the USB port to the gimbal and connect it to the computer. Open the ideafly utility. Click on the Sensor tab, and next click IMU Calibration, and click Yes. Hold the gimbal in a level position. Click OK to complete, and repower on the gimbal. Okay, now we got the gimbal nice and calibrated. So now our camera is nice and level and the gimbal is already on. As you can see, it is working pretty good. So let's go outside and give this thing a test flight. Okay, I got everything set up right here now. I got the CX20. The gimbal is on, the camera is on, everything is hooked up, and I don't have the transmitter hooked up. I'm just going to test the gimbal for the time being, and I've got satellite lock and everything, so let's go. Okay, arming the quadcopter, and the red light is solid, and so let's go. A little bit of breeze. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do some tests. Let's do some side to side movements. right, let's do some forward movements and backward movements. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now let's take it up. Let it drift and do a little pan. Okay, lots and lots of wind today. Now let's take it towards the other side of the park. Okay, let it drift back. Like I said, lots of wind today. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll bring it in. Hopefully we got some very nice video with a nice gimbal. All right.